This week's Parsha, Parshat Nitzavim, introduces us to both individual and collective responsibility in upholding the Brit, the covenant of Sinai. The Torah then also tells us that after the brachot and the ensuing klalot, the negative consequences of undermining the Brit, all is not lost. Rather, the Torah introduces us with the milah mancha, the motif of tshuva, that there's a possibility of return, both on an individual level and on a national level, beginning with individual introspection. The Torah tells us, "Bashibota el bavacha," that each and every one of us have to take advantage of this opportunity to return to our hearts, to undergo self-introspection. Ironically, explains the Torah, when we're surrounded by other nations and we recognize that we've been stripped of national identity, that's when we're most encouraged to focus on our religious identity. And that's going to be manifest through the second stage of return. B'shavta at Hashem Elokecha v'shamata b'kolo, k'chol asher anochi netzavcha hayom, ata uvanacha, v'chol avavcha v'chol nafshecha. That's going to express itself through return to proper mitzvah observance. But then the Torah tells us that this is really a symbiotic relationship. Our return is going to be mutually responded to by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with Hashem returning to us. And that is always manifest through Hashem returning us and restoring our national identity, bringing us back to Eretz Yisrael. V'shav Hashem Elokecha et shibutcha v'richamecha, v'shav v'kibetcha mikol hamim asher hefitcha Hashem Elokecha shama. Wherever Jews are, throughout the diaspora, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to return us to the land of Israel. But just when we think that the process has been completed, the Torah tells us something remarkable is then going to continue. Once we show that we're ready to return, that we're capable of change, then Hashem is going to help us along the process. Hashem is going to circumcise our hearts, remove any orla, any barrier between ourselves and proper mitzvah observance, li'ava et Hashem Elokecha, that will allow us with fervor, with greater passion and love, to engage in mitzvah observance. And then, once we keep all the mitzvot, including the mitzvot of the land, then Hashem will return again to us with lasus, with sason and simcha. The Torah is teaching us that there are two stages of tshuva. We begin with the individual, but we have to remember that there's a collective national process and trajectory as well. And that is not only going to be manifest in Eretz Yisrael through the restoration of the national identity, but all of us have to be involved in the religious quest of proper mitzvah observance. This is beautifully expressed on Rosh Hashanah through none other than Chana. Albeit, Chazal tell us to read the stories of Sarah and Rachel's tears and Chana's tefillot, reminded by Rabbi Eliezer that all three barren women conceived on Rosh Hashanah. But Chana in particular, Chazal teach us that we're going to be thinking of her even as we model the Tfilat Musaf of Rosh Hashanah after her prayer, not her initial Tfilah requesting a child, but interestingly, after she already gives birth to Shmuel, she then praises HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Alatz libi b'Hashem, Rama karni b'Hashem, Rachav pi aloivai ki samachti b'shuatecha. 9 times over, she's going to mention the name of Hashem. Chazal teach us, so we have 9 brachot in the Musaf of Rosh Hashanah to remember this magnificent song of salvation. But what really is this song all about? The Ralbag explains, albeit it seems as if Chana is focusing on her personal pride and salvation, she then, in the very next pasuk, till the end of the song, she then turns to Kadosh Baruch Hu in prayer. En Kadosh Kashem ke'ibotecha ve'insur ke'elokeinu. She focuses on the Rabbim. She focuses on the collective. She recognizes that it's not about her alone, but this entire process is really part of a collective greater good. She is the one who tells us, don't just look at the personal salvation of Hashem. Reminder for all of us to look around and to see, Hashem, if you've helped us, then I know that you have the power to help everyone else. This process of tshuva is not just focused on the individual, but really is about all of Am Yisrael. Not only returning to HaKadosh Baruch Hu together, but also praying together for each other, with one another, so that ultimately salvation will be granted to all. Wishing us collectively, nationally, Aktiva v'chatima tova.